Hi, I'm Lisa McKelvey. I'm a journalist at RTE, the Irish national broadcaster. Here's a selection of some of my work. A taste of Africa. Traditional song, dance, food and crafts were on display today at Farmley to celebrate Africa Day.
I'm an Irish citizen, but I also am a Kenyan, I'm African, and I would like to give something back to my continent. So we're also encouraging our fellow Africans to give back home and to contribute quite significantly for Africa to advance and to develop.
Today's event coincides with the annual Africa Day celebrations taking place across the world. But this year is quite significant. It's the 50th anniversary of the founding of the African Union.
It's a double celebration for many of our countries, and it's a good opportunity for all Africans all over the world to reflect on where we've come from and to look with hope and into the future. And I think that wherever you are as an African, you're African first.
Happy Africa Day.
There were a number of special guests in attendance today, among them a Kenyan Olympic gold medal winning athlete.
It's a jubilee celebration, and I think all Africans, wherever they are around the world, they have a reason why they should be celebrating.
Other events to mark Africa Day have been taking place in Limerick, Cork, Waterford and Galway. Lisa McKelvey, RTE News. Having lived in Crumlin with her two boys for the past 2.5 years, Emma Costello was recently told by Dublin City Council she has to move. The house is rented by the local authority but privately owned.
Initially the landlord rang me and informed me that he was thinking of putting the house up for sale. This was before Christmas. I received notice then that I had to vacate the premises by the 9th of April. That's coming past and I still haven't been found alternative accommodation.
The issue raised by Sinn Féin this week looks set to be replicated all over the country. In this case, Dublin City Council says it's working with Emma to source alternative accommodation.
We're looking for a change in the law. We want to make sure that when receivers are appointed to a buy-to-let property, that they stand in the shoes of the landlord. They have all the responsibilities of the landlord. And we'd also like to see private rented legislation to change to reflect that as well.
The government has made it clear that repossession of distressed buy-to-let homes is going to be addressed. The Department of Finance and the Central Bank have spoken out on the issue. But for tenants like Emma Costello, the situation remains a stressful one.
I'm panicking at this stage. I mean, there was a time where I was afraid to leave the house in case I came home and found all my belongings out in the front garden. My older child, he's asking on a daily basis, like when we're moving, where we're going to. I can't tell him because I don't know myself.
For Emma and her two children, the uncertainty remains. Lisa McKelvey, RTE News. Vegetable patches, orchards and willow plantations. Growing your own food has never been so easy in Balbriggan, North County Dublin, where 215 allotments have been provided for locals who want to become more green-fingered.
It's all about sharing information. It's not just about thumping in a couple of stakes and helping lay out the allotments as such. It's a community effort for the whole thing. We do have to pay allotment rental, but growing our own food saves us a fortune for high quality fruit and vegetable the whole year round.
This is an allotment scheme with a difference. There's an educational plot where people can learn how to grow their own produce from the experts. There's also a herd of free-range pigs. But it's not all about the produce. There's a social aspect too.
So many people here just lend a hand, so for me it's just basically out and about meeting the community and enjoying life and eating healthy and learning how the good life is to say.
You don't need to be an expert to be an allotment here.
I think the first year will be a big learning curve for a lot of people. But once people kind of get to that initial phase, I think after that, they'll be very experienced vegetable growers and pig herders and God knows what else we're going to get,
Prices for an allotment start at €50. With the potential health and financial benefits, it's a scheme that's set to grow. Lisa McKelvey, RTE News.